Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to revisit my highest viewed video of all time with over 30,000 views since it was published back in 2020. And that one happens to be my 1988 GT Pro Freestyle Tour Team Model in Chrome. But I've made some changes since that video was posted. So looking back on it, the bike was built to mimic my original 1988 Pro Freestyle Tour in Chrome that I owned. The differences were my original bike had Tomahawk mags when it was new, and I changed those out for Peregrine 48s. I think they were pros, definitely not super pros. It also had the dyno pretzel bars and the dyno drain pipe as purchased from the local bike shop. Well, I ordered it that way. This bike started out as a Pro Freestyle Tour, and it has the original chrome plate, which is beautiful, and of course the original decals. Now I converted it to a team model, and I used the Super Lace hubs with the Yukai hoops, plus the GT Power Series 3-piece cranks, which are dated from 1988. But anyway, if you want to see all the specifications, check out the bike check video that I made. It's really cool. Now the story goes, the dyno bars that I purchased were not Pro Comp bars. They were fairly pitted and rusted when I got them, and it was my first attempt at an OA bath, oxalic acid. And I will leave a link to a video, which you can watch from another YouTuber, who shows you how to go about performing the OA bath on chrome-plated frame sets. And he goes by Joel of All Trades. His videos are very informative and very well done. So if you're interested in bringing your chrome-plated bikes back to life, check out his video in that link. It's really nice. Now getting back to the dyno bars. They came out amazing after the OA bath. I was really impressed. And I used compressed air to blow out the rest of the liquid that was on the inside of the tubes. And WD-40, of course, sprayed it in there. Then I polished the chrome with Autosol metal polish. However, after a few years, the handlebars started to get hazy and yellowing, and there's tiny peppering showing up in the chrome pretty much everywhere except for where the decals were. And eventually my OCD kicked in, and I swapped the original Pro Freestyle Tour bars back on the bike. I also took the opportunity to install some NOS Odyssey RX3 locking levers. No, those are not restored. They're NOS. I have the original package to prove it. These were actually the brake levers that I had on my original Pro Freestyle Tour back in the day. I'm pretty sure I broke those locking levers off then too. So what else is different from when I made the original video? Well, the original lower gyro cable was removed and I installed an NOS Odyssey gyro cable. And basically, when I learned that the original 1987 to 1989 GT lower gyro cables were not made by Odyssey, I had an epiphany. And I said, you know what? I'm going to put the original cables back on the bike. And so I did that. The original handlebars are also back on, which I just discussed, and some new GT Amy grips, they're NOS. I installed some Flight GT donuts because I think they look cool. And the original lower gyro cable, as I just discussed. Now, something I want to point out that I never mentioned in the original video, I don't know how I just overlooked this, but I skipped over the tires completely. They are NOS when I mounted them, LP2, they're GT 20 by 1.75. They are not repop. These are not LP5s from GT. Those are the real deal. And they even have the sticker over the GT Wing logo. So these were actually, they're in good shape and they're not dry rotted. They're holding air very well. And they're good. Now, one thing I want to mention is that video garnished a lot of comments from people. I love all that stuff, but two of the comments led to PMs where people were telling me that's not the original chain. It shouldn't have been white for the chrome bikes. Well, mine sure was. It was absolutely a 3/32 bubble font logo chain, and they only made them in white, so there is that. I've also been told that the plastic stem cover, the cap there, should be black, not white for the black stem. Well, once again, nope. That's not how mine came back in the day. Whether it's right or wrong, that's the picture from the day I took it home from the bike shop. And there's the white chain and the white cap. Well, that about wraps it up. So let me know in the comment section what you think about the changes I made, what you guys had back in the day. I love reading that stuff. Make sure you hit that like button and get subbed if you aren't. I don't know why you're not, because you got to see my other videos too. So let me know what you want to see for future content. Now get back to those builds, stay safe, stay healthy, and remember, tomorrow's not guaranteed.